Why did Sony choose to cooperate with TSMC to build JASM?
When you look at the overall semiconductor foundry market, TSMC is obviously the leader in the industry, and is also a long-term supplier of chips to Sony. And Sony is one of the top 10 customers of TSMC. And overall, when you look at how Sony and TSMC has collaborated, there is obviously a long-standing supply relationship between the two companies. TSMC supplies chips to Sony. Sony has a big role in terms of how it supplies to the overall smartphone market in terms of the image sensors. So I think there is a strong relationship firstly between the two companies. Other than that, there is TSMC has continued to invest in Japan through its own subsidiary and design centers, and also partnered with Japanese vendors for advanced packaging technology. So TSMC is obviously having a strong connect with the Japanese market overall, and especially with the government focusing on reinventing their chip design and research. The government itself is supporting this initiative in terms of funding and subsidies also. So overall, the picture with TSMC and Japan government is also positive. The final point could be Sony would be a major customer for the JASM. Providing them exclusive access to supply of chips is a positive move for both Sony and also JSM also. So JSM gets revenue from Sony. Sony gets a supply of chips in the long run, and there's obviously allocation for Sony will be a very big allocation for Sony. So I think overall these few points I think makes this cooperation to be to be one of the positive corporations and could be a long-standing relationship between the two companies. Obviously, TSMC has been a leader when you look at overall advanced process nodes. It's supplying almost all processor vendors also with below 7 nanometer technology. So given those credentials of TSMC and its expertise in chip design and wafer manufacturing, Sony has the only option of partnering with TSMC. If, for instance, if Sony develops this technology on its own, it's going to cost them a lot in terms of chip research, process node equipments also. So I believe this is a partnership that is going both the ways. For both TSMC, it's a positive partnership. For Sony, is also a good access to advanced process nodes also. So I think there is positive and also a bigger picture associated with this partnership rather than in the short term.